Hey boys, it's me 420 Dragon, and today we're going to be talking about why I haven't been playing much Pauper lately. So you guys might have noticed that on my stream and on my YouTube, there's been a lot less Pauper content lately, and it pains me, but I think that Pauper is in a pretty bad spot right now. Um, it's really hard to play anything that is not red or affinity, or I guess blue black terror, which I think a large part of the reason why that deck exists and can exist is because it's able to beat up on red so well. But yeah, I think basically the biggest thing in the format right now is just this mono red deck that is uh, not only extremely fast but extremely resilient. This makes it very hard to attack. There's no real way to there's no clear way to actually defeat the deck. The easiest way to defeat the deck, the clearest way, is to use Gurmag Angler and Tolarian Terror and put in Unexpected Fangs on it. But even that can have some issues as far as like consistency and speed. Sometimes it can be hard to get that off. The deck only plays like 8 black sources, so sometimes you just don't hit a black source. And then you're playing a bunch of Unexpected Fangs in your deck, so if you queue into other matchups, those are going to be pretty useless cards. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just hard. It's hard, man. I don't like it. It makes me not want to play Pauper. The games against red are just really not fun. Where it's like, I can maybe deal with the early pressure, but then like eventually they just play a bunch of divinations and then like draw 2 Monastery Swift Spears, which is just like a absolutely imbalanced card. It's pretty crazy. You just play that and then it turns all other divinations into like also dealing a damage, and like you literally can't block it. I mean, you can block it, but like your shit's for sure gonna die. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a noob, but like it's been really unfun to play Pauper lately for me. So I've been taking a step back from the format, been trying some other formats, which I mean is okay. I've been enjoying it. It's nice to explore some other parts of Magic. I love this game. It's really awesome. Uh, but I mean, it makes me kind of sad to see that, to just not be enjoying my favorite format. Uh, so I don't know. I guess if anyone on the Pauper format panel is watching, I think it'd be dope as fuck if you guys could do something about red. I mean, affinity is also a problem, but honestly, at this point, affinity's kind of the good guys to me. Like, affinity's kind of the good guys. Like, I don't know, man. This red deck is just too much, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know. And the multiple builds too is really messed up. Like, when it was just the Kuldotha build, I think is a lot more manageable because you can actually like kind of hate it out with like the sweeper effects. But now that they have like the other more prowess based build, uh it's really hard to play against because you don't know which build they're on. Like the two builds look really similar. Sometimes they could just be on the Kuldotha build, but they didn't draw Kuldotha, or they could be on the prowess build, and then you're bringing in these suffocating fumes, and it just literally does nothing against their deck, and like they just play whatever Kessig flame breathers and 1/3 ward 2 life thingies and Monastery Swift Spears, and that's like their only creatures, and then you just die to that. So I don't know. I mean, I think that like I think the format. I think it's had a good run, the red cards, but I think it's about time for something to go from that deck. Honestly, I think that it is just like a lot, like far too much with just the speed that those cards are able to provide, the reach, and then also the late game potential that you're able to have with Experimental Synthesizer, Reckless Impulse. It's just like I don't even know how you're supposed to attack that deck. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll be able to play Pauper again sometime soon and have some fun.